back with another craft. My name again is Miss Liana. Today we are making paper lanterns. Super easy, super fun for the middle of winter when it's dark and we want to brighten up our lives a little bit. So paper is necessary. You can use boring white paper. Maybe you color it. Do that before we cut. It'll be a lot easier. Or construction paper to make a fun color. You can get creative, add glitter, whatever you want. This is your project. So I'm just going to teach you how to make the base shape, and then you can add whatever wonderful decor sparks joy in your heart today. So you'll want 2 pieces of paper. They can be the same or different colors. You'll also need a pair of scissors and some tape, any tape. Clear tape is great, masking tape, whatever you've got, it'll be fine. All right, so to get started, we are going to take our blank sheet of paper, and again, if you just have white paper, pause the video and take your time to decorate it now before we fold and cut it. It will be a lot easier. Cool. All right, so if you've done that, we're going to fold it one time the long way. So we've got the long side. So our fold is going to be long, not short. All right, and you might want to do that down on a surface so that you can really line up your edges and then make a really nice sharp crease. Good. Okay, so we've kind of got this really long, tall card shape. We're going to keep it folded, and we're going to take our scissors and we're going to be cutting in from the side that's folded. So mine opens on this side. Do not cut on this side. You'll have to start over. We're going to cut on this side. All right, so all we're going to do is we're going to cut lines, not all the way through, but to about here. So we'll cut lines all the way through. You can keep them really close together or further apart. You can see these ones are a little further apart. I'm going to do this one a little closer together and see how it turns out. So we're just going to cut as straight as possible. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to be beautiful either way. Sometimes mine are a little crooked, but you know what? No one can tell when it's done. So it's all good. And I try to make my ends pretty even with each other. So they're all coming to almost the same point. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. We are doing fun craft here. Everything's up for a little bit of uniqueness and creativity. So we're going to go all the way down with these. And again, you can lay it on the table if that makes it easier to get it straight. Mine are probably going to be crooked because I'm holding it up. And that is okay. So we're going to go all the way down. And they're all similar, but not perfect. Cool. All right, are you ready? We are going to open our page up. And then we're going to make it into a cylinder with the fold on the outside. So we don't want to fold it this way. See, that looks kind of crazy. We're going to fold it so that they point out. And then what I like to do is I just kind of line up my last 2, one on each side, and I just kind of line them up, make sure their little creases are lined up with one another. And then we're going to tape it together. I like to use 3 pieces of tape, one at the top, one at the bottom, and one in the middle, just so we don't get a hole. So over the top, we're just going to wrap from the inside to the outside, or outside to inside, whatever works for you. Good. And then we are going to go to the bottom and do the same thing. Wrapping it over. So see, it's kind of looking like our lantern here. See the difference? This one is thicker, this one's thinner. And then I'm going to get one more little piece of tape, and I'm going to tape these 2 together in the middle, but I'm not going to go right over the crease. I'm going to go below or above it, just so that the crease can stay. And then it doesn't bow open right there, and you almost can't tell where it was taped together. It looks like a continuous piece of paper. All right, so we have one thing left to do, and that is to make our little handle for the top. So our second sheet of paper, we're just gonna need a little bit of it. If you're using colored construction paper, you might use a different color. That could be kind of fun. And again, this doesn't have to be perfect. It can be thick or thin. We're just gonna cut one strip of paper. I like to cut it off the shorter end. If you really want a long handle, you can cut it off the long end and you'll just have a bigger loop on top. Again, totally fine. This is your project, not mine. So we're gonna take a piece of paper, piece of tape to our piece of paper, and we're gonna stick it on like that. And then that is going to go on the inside of our lantern, right at the top. So see how it's taped on right inside there. And then we're going to hold this towards us. This is the tricky part. We're going to take a piece of tape and we're going to take the sticky side. So have the paper towards you. The sticky side is also going to point towards you. Then we're going to loop it around, and that sticky side is going to end up perfectly aligned with the inside of the other side of your lantern so that the tape is hidden on the inside. So here's your paper lantern. It is paper, so we are not putting fire. We are not putting lit candles inside of this lantern. Maybe you put some Christmas lights inside of it, or you have, I've got a little battery operated candle here. I'm going to turn the lights out and we're going to see what it looks like. It's not super dark in here. Woo, look at that. Nice little lantern, nice and glowy. So again, battery operated, not fire. And you can set it down or you can hang your lanterns up on a string. Super fun. You can make a bunch different colors, glitter, and enjoy. Thank you so much for joining me for craft time today. Bye, y'all.